Good morning, everybody. So I am down to 1 jar of barbecue sauce in my pantry. And let me tell you, that's just no good. We can't have that. Not with barbecue season coming up. So I'm making up a different barbecue sauce again this time. This is just a basic barbecue sauce. That's all this one is. There's nothing fancy about it, which was what I needed because I don't have any like fun stuff in my house right at the moment to make a fun one. So we're doing up a plain one. So in here I have 5 liters of tomato sauce that I actually started cooking down last night in the crock pot. And I also added 2 cups of chopped onions, which I already blended and put in there, and 3 cloves of garlic is in there. So now we're going to add, and I did make a couple little tweaks to it, but in mine I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of celery seeds, 1.5 cups of lightly packed brown sugar, 1 cup vinegar, 1/3 cup lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of ground mace, which I'm using nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of dry mustard, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This recipe is in the Bernardin Complete Book of Home Preserving on page 260 for anyone who wants to know. It's really easy, especially if the night before you kind of cook down your sauce a little bit. So I'm going to add my vinegar and my lemon juice, my brown sugar, and all of my spices. Okay, we're just going to get this stirred up, mixed up, and we're going to let this simmer and cook down a little further because I don't want that as a barbecue sauce. That's really thin. So we're going to let this cook down until it's until it's thicker. And we will be back once we are at that stage where it is a little thicker. I got a hunk of garlic. No, I don't. What is that? That's ginger. Huh? Okay, the ginger stuck together. Oh well, it'll break down. Okay, so we will be back once this is cooked down. It'll take about probably 30 minutes or so. There it is, right there. It'll probably take about 30 to 40 minutes to cook down to where I want it. But I will let you know exactly when it's there, so we'll be back. Okay, so it's been closer to an hour and a half because I wanted it a little thicker than probably they recommend. But here it is, and I did give it a taste, and oh boy, it is delicious. So I can't wait to get using this, but I'll bring you back when we're about ready to put this in jars. I just figured I'd let you know that this took about an hour and a half to get down to this thickness of just steady simmering it. So we'll be back. Okay, and we are now back. My jars have been cleaned and sterilized. This barbecue sauce is gorgeous. You can see, and this will thicken up when it's cooler, so I'm hoping it's a nice consistency that I like once it's cool. And I have a feeling I might actually need more than the 4 jars I have here. Oh, yeah, probably. Okay, so these go into a water bath canner for 20 minutes, and I'll bring you back when we are done and we're out of the canner and we're on the counter, and I'll show you exactly how many we ended up with. So we'll be back. And there we go. Ended up with 7 pints of barbecue sauce from that. I'm hoping this really thickens up once it cools down, but we'll see. Even if it's a little bit thin, that's still okay because that just means you have to build the layers and build the flavor. It's so good. Okay, so yes, homemade barbecue sauce. This was a nice plain basic barbecue sauce. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you again soon.